Okay. Perfect. Give me 5 seconds. I will. Okay, perfect. There we go. Okay, well, good morning, everyone. And for those of you who don't know, and hopefully all of you know that I'm Kira, and I am the president for the Rotman Commerce Student Association.
And I'm Jessica, the vice president of the Rotman Commerce Students Association.
So really today is a place to see our work and address issues and concerns with regards to the program. And thank you everyone for joining and spending your Saturday morning in the middle of reading week with us. So there are also a lot of RCSA members here today. So I really want to spend this time to give you a big pat on the back and to say that we are so proud of what you have been working on, and it really is a place for us to appreciate each other's hard work towards community building. And before we dive deep into our event, we wish to acknowledge this land on which the University of Toronto operates. For thousands of years, it has been the traditional land of the Huron-Wendat, the Seneca, and the Mississaugas of the Credit. So today, this meeting place is still the home to many Indigenous people from across Turtle Island, and we are grateful to have this opportunity to work on this land.
To reiterate the purpose of our team, we work to represent and serve over 3,000 Rotman Commerce students in the areas of professional interest, academics, mental health, finances, equity, student life, and more. With our 9 portfolios, including our newly added finance portfolio, we strive to serve 3 key pillars: student representation, student development, and student engagement. As the largest student club in the program, serving as the umbrella group for over 30 affiliated Rotman Commerce student groups, this year our goals focus on increasing transparency, delivering values, and expanding available resources.
So first, we hope to increase academic, financial, and hiring transparency as we aim to position ourselves to obtain credibility among students and undertake this higher level roles to better represent all of you. And second of all, we continue to deliver values to you through our 30+ social and professional events. And to our internal team, I also hope that RCSA's value to you is that you are able to grow into a dependable leader whom your peers and team members look up to. And third, our key initiatives centered around providing students with resources so that you are ready to be successful academically, professionally, and personally in your university lives.
And with all of our goals in mind, we will now pass it off to our team members who are the key drivers of our initiatives and achievements for the community.
Hey guys, good morning. My name is Roshan and I'm the Director of Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion at RCSA. So in this newly formed committee, we focus on the goals of supporting a strong community through targeting bias, segregation, and just bringing together RC as a whole. We've started working on these points through 5 initiatives so far. The first is the RCSA postcards, which is focused on connecting our first and second years as they begin to experience campus. We've done this by designing postcards with handwritten welcome messages, along with useful information on these postcards for them to refer to, and these were included in hundreds of RC backpacks. Our second initiative was our diversity panel earlier this year. We brought together a talented group of student leaders who faced different challenges pertaining to inclusion, and they shared how they dealt with their respective situations. Next, we had the People of RC initiative. Here we focused on sharing the stories of people within the RC community, and we created an Instagram page to share such. We had 20+ posts and well over 1,000 engagements, including likes and comments. One of our most important initiatives this year was introducing WeChat as a main social media platform for RCSA. Following the research we collected last year, we found that the East Asian community didn't really feel included and have the same equitable access to RC events and information. And to remedy this, we created this group chat. Finally, we worked on our Mental Health Day event in collaboration with RCSA Student Affairs, where we brought in mental health consultants and induced thoughtful discussion among our peers. So we had lots to do, very busy, half year so far. And I'm going to pass it on to Events Committee to share what they've done.
Thanks, Roshan. Hey everyone, my name is Kamal, and along with Nimra, we are the directors of events for this year. The purpose of our committee was to create events that build skills, create connections, and foster a strong community of Broadman Commerce students. As a result, we really make sure that amongst our different events, we really cover those different bases. And so far in this semester, we have focused on the developmental side and have hosted the resume and cover letter workshop, the president panel, and the first year CEO case competition. So let's break it down. So we started off the year with the resume and cover letter workshop, which provided a detailed breakdown of the two documents and gave students the opportunity to have a one-on-one review session with trained upper years right after the presentation to connect the tips that they received to the specific resume and cover letter. This was an event held in collaboration with Career Services and the RC Career Peers team and amassed a record high turnout with over 80 students attending. As a result, this event was a huge success as we got numerous positive feedback from students who really appreciated the breakdown and the one-on-one review sessions. I will now pass it over to my co-director Nimra to speak about our other two events so far.
Hey, thanks, Kamal. Another event that we had shortly afterwards was the RC President Panel. We had two simultaneous panels with presidents from various RC student associations to answer questions about the academics, career, and student life. It was then followed by a Q&A session where students had the opportunity to ask presidents questions, not only to network for upcoming intern positions, but also to learn more about all the RC clubs we have. It was a very fun event with over 20 participants who were able to learn a lot from the presidents and their experiences in Rotman so far. Moving on, our next event that we held this year was the first year CEO case competition. It was an all-day event from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. We started off with our preliminary round where each group had a chance to present their solution and ideas to judges. We then chose our 4 finalists based on the top scores and had them present again to our final set of esteemed judges made up of RC alumni from various professional backgrounds. We then announced our top 3 winners, awarding them with cash prizes of up to $400. The event was highly successful with over 50 participants. These are the 3 events that we've held so far and are planning on hosting many more. We also have our RCSA Games Night event coming up soon, where we hope to see you all at. I will now be passing it over to External Committee to give their updates.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ging, and I'm the Director of External Relations. Our External Committee has a goal to provide resources to the RC community through partnerships and initiatives that support RCSA and the RC community. We published the Student Life Guide in the beginning of the school year with the Yearbook team. The Student Life Guide has helped first and second years to know more about clubs within Rotman and other business-related clubs in U of T, with some new insightful sections as well, such as tip and advice for first-year students, Q&A with upper years, and EDI hiring practices. We received so much positive feedback from students that this guide has been so helpful in finding the clubs that they want to join. We are also working on a few initiatives such as securing sponsorships, updating important monthly dates, and promoting notes and exam banks. Finding sponsorship is our main initiative to enhance our events with valuable support from external sponsors. So we created our sponsorship package with the Yearbook team as well. In the past, we have received free Thrive passes to Equinox, which is a gym in Yorkville, for our World Mental Health Day event as a way for students to de-stress. We have our upcoming event in January, which is the Meet RC Alumni event. This event has had a main objective to strengthen connection between current students and the alumni through activities. Since last year, our team has established a LinkedIn RCSA alumni group, which is a great way to stay connected with our successful alumni. In winter, our external and internal team are planning to have an internal speed networking event with Valor University. In this way, we can expand our connection through fun activities and hope to have this event with other universities as well in the future. Now I will pass on to the finance team.
Thanks, gang. So hi, everyone. I'm Nadine, and I'm this year's Director of Finance. This was a very transitional year for the committee as we transformed it from an internal role that positioned with more community involvement. So one initiative that we started that you can find on our social media is the RC on a Budget series, where we've accumulated student discounts from several relevant categories like food and beverages, tourism, transportation, and technology, all things that university students can benefit from. More excitingly, we've been working on an RCSA International Student Scholarship, where we are in collaboration with the RC Advancement team to launch this amazing award. The award can be found if you scan the QR code on the slide. In the summer of 2020, RCSA surveyed over 200 international RC students to find that over 91% identified that they experienced financial stress due to COVID-19. And so through this award, RCSA aims to recognize the academic and community-wide efforts made by exceptional international RC students. We're going to be reaching out to our extensive network of RCSA alumni spanning decades in order to support this cause. And we look forward to meeting our inaugural recipient. And so I'll pass it on to the internal team to go over what they've been up to recently.
Thanks, Nadine. Hi, everyone. My name is Kaylin, and my co-director Stacy and I are the directors of Internal Affairs at RCSA. Internal is responsible for fostering the internal culture of RCSA and guiding the next generation of leaders. We do this by engaging all team members in various team building activities that upholds the family-like culture that we are proud of at RCSA. We are responsible for hiring and leading our first-year interns through coordinating a committee rotational program, mentorship program, and interactive workshops. In our committee rotational program, our interns get to rotate through their top 2 preferences of committees in RCSA, 1 per each semester. We reduced the amount of committee rotations this year in order to allow the interns more time within their top 2 preferences of committees in order to fully act as a committee member for those committees. Our mentorship program aligns each intern with one of the directors of RCSA who will be able to share their experiences as an upper year in Rotman and provide their advice and act as a mentor throughout the year. Stacy and I have come up with a list of mandatory workshops for the interns, varying from resume and cover letter, networking, and wellness. We've also allowed for the interns to pick an elective workshop that they would love to learn more about. Our current tasks include ordering and distributing RCSA's merch, which are quarter zips this year. We are also planning our first all-team RCSA in-person social. We're so excited to have the opportunity to bring our team back together in person near campus. As mentioned, we had also hired our interns in mid-October and created each of the programs for them and are currently in the midst of facilitating each of them. I'll now pass it on to ISL.
Hi everyone, my name is Satvik and I'm one of the co-directors of ISL this year alongside Winnie. This year we planned our initiatives with the goals to create connections within the community and provide international students with the resources they need to succeed both academically and professionally. One of the things we created as a team was the International Student Resource Package, where we collected resources available at U of T and Rotman Commerce, such as academic advising, career service center, downtown legal services, as well as specific resources available for international students, such as the CIE resources or the Center for International Experience Resources, scholarship opportunities, and many more. All this information was then compiled into a cohesive package designed by our yearbook team and published on our RCSA website. We have also started a new mentorship program in collaboration with RAIN, which is recruitment assistance for international newcomers, to help international students with recruitment. Particularly, the program targets 3 components, which is like the courses, the mentorship, and the engagement programming in the financial services industry mainly. At the beginning of the school year, we also hosted events such as Toronto 101 and the International Welcome to show international students some of the neighborhoods around campus, such as Chinatown, Yorkville, the CN Tower, Financial District, and as well as promote the resources provided by CIE. For Toronto 101, we had over 50 students who participated in our sessions, and for the International Welcome, over 20 students had signed up. We look forward to hosting more of these sessions, hopefully in person in the future. I will now pass it on to the marketing committee for the updates.
Thank you so much, Satvik. So basically, as you can see, as you can see in the picture on the slide, I too am also repping the RCSA merch, which is very exclusive. Some would say as exclusive and drippy as the Drake and UFT collab merch. So that's one of the perks of being an RCSA member. Moreover, in terms of what we do, my name is Adnan Ahmed Khan, by the way. I'm the director of marketing, and we oversee the development, design, and execution of marketing materials and campaigns. And more so, we also look towards enhancing the RCSA brand through all its social media web pages. So all the aforementioned initiatives that you were introduced to by the other committees and the ones that are now forthcoming, we get involved in each and every one of those initiatives when it comes to spreading the word and increasing engagement towards those initiatives and making sure that the voice of RCSA of each portfolio is heard throughout the entire RC community. With that being said, we have achieved several milestones, which I'm really proud of as a team, together as part of the RCSA, where we accumulated over 3,000 likes on Facebook, over 1,600 followers on Instagram, which is actually an increase of 700 plus followers since the end of last year. Moreover, we sort of discarded the entire concept of having a very long introduction video, as that doesn't really sustain like sort of retention throughout the entire thing. And I wanted to make sure we wanted to make sure that each member of the RCS is represented equally. So what we did was we had introduction reels instead for each portfolio, allowed them to be unique and also showcase their dynamic in their own way. With that being said, we earned about more than 15,000 views in total for our introduction reels on Instagram. So that was pretty awesome. Moreover, we decided to change the entire outlook in terms of how marketing will conduct its activities with regards to focusing on quality and not quantity. And by doing that, we tended to make sure there's an avoidance of spam in terms of spam posts on our Instagram and not like really resharing a lot of stuff and making sure that most of everything that's been going out there is relevant and making and will gain attraction for their authenticity in terms of RCSA and RC events and whatnot. We had dynamic story updates, so we had music and make sure it's more creative, and with that, as well as engaging in more interactive posts. And we've also had like promotional aesthetic videos when it comes to promoting big name events such as the RCSA first year CEO case competition. And we decided to abstain from posting on other social medias that did not really have any sort of engagement at all and did not have any lucrative prospect of like posting more on there, such as Twitter. And with that being said, I would like to, I think I said with that being said like about 5 times, so I'm going to try to avoid that. I'd just like to conclude with saying that we have more videos coming soon and more exciting videos, more interactive videos for students to take part in and also look forward to. So thank you so much. And that's from my end. And I'd like to now pass it over to Chelsea, the Director of Student Affairs.
Thank you so much, Adnan. So hi everyone, I'm Chelsea. As Adnan mentioned, I'm the Director of Student Affairs, and at the Student Affairs Committee, we aim to enrich student life experience in all aspects such as mental health, career progression, academics, and more. So now I'll break down into what we actually accomplished so far this year. Firstly, our second year orientation. So we had a series of events that we kind of labeled as the second year socials, where we hosted 3 events every Saturday from September 18th to October 2nd, where we took students to Toronto Island, Canada's Wonderland, and the CN Tower, and Ripley's Aquarium. So participation was about 40 students on average at each event, and it was overall very successful. Everyone made a lot of friends, everyone had fun, and we're definitely looking to continue this series in the following years. Next, we recently concluded our IG takeovers, where we conducted 9 takeovers hosted by RCSA members between October 4th to the 25th. There's a very good engagement rate. A lot of people asked questions, and overall, the hosts were very successful in achieving the goal of getting to know more about the people behind RCSA by getting personal and giving insight into what it's like to not only be a part of RCSA, but to just be a part of the RC program in general. Next, we also recently held our upper year coffee chat, which was a panel networking session that went on for around 2 hours, where we introduced first and second years to upper years to learn more about specializations, courses, clubs, and more. There was a very high engagement rate with a lot of people joining, a lot of people learning more, asking questions, and overall getting to be familiarized with the RC program. We also recently held our World Mental Health Day in collaboration with the EDI committee, where we held a mental health workshop with interactive activities, discussions, and also a talk by Peter Snow, who is a professional trained youth mental health counselor. There was a lot of good participant discussion. A lot of people took a lot of insight home from the session. And so overall, it was very successful. Earlier this year, we also held our RC Should Know series, which was basically a bunch of fun facts being uploaded every Monday as part of the series, where we presented information like what our insurance covers, what exchange programs were available, financial aid, and etc., just to get RC students in on the know on maybe sort of topics that they weren't familiar with previously. Next, we also issued a financial aid and accommodation survey, where we collected 60 responses with very insightful feedback on the RC program and RCSA, and we'll be using these responses to actually support our future proposals to administration on any student issues. So what proposals would I be talking about? Well, firstly, our committee sort of came up with a university accommodations proposal, where we recently talked with the administration on having better accommodations for students with more lenient penalties. For example, capping penalties at a certain percentage, which is actually being done at other universities and other programs. Next, we also have another big initiative where we want to increase the course-based fee threshold in which we were also talking with administration on increasing this threshold to 3.5 credits, from going from 2.5 credits to 3.5 credits, so it would be the same as all other arts and science programs, in which administration indicated that they would look into the issue and try to amend it. So those are all my updates so far. And I now would like to pass it on to Athena and Cindy for yearbook. Thank you.
Thank you, Chelsea. So hi everyone, my name is Athena and I am the co-editor-in-chief alongside with Cindy for the RCSA yearbook. And our biggest project is to design the yearbook. However, this year our committee members worked hard during the summer and we created multiple publications even before the start of the school year. And these projects include our sponsorship package, student life guide, and international resource package. And the latter two are published on the RCSA website. And now I'll pass the line to Cindy to provide updates about our progress during the school year.
So as the school year started, our focus shifted to producing the yearbook. And now I would like to release the name of the yearbook. So the name for yearbook this year is called Reunion Comes, with the initial of RC representing a year after COVID, where students are finally able to gather and reunite on campus. And in addition, we have started to design the yearbook pages. And on the other hand, we also start our photo shoot schedules for intramurals, varsities, as well as club events. And we are also thinking about having a photo sale where after the photographers took the pictures, the yearbook team will edit the pictures, and we're thinking about selling the photo bundle to the clubs in order to raise some money and cover some production cost of the yearbook. And in addition, we are thinking about having the yearbook sale start in December. And the December round sale will be an early bird sale with a discount. So please, everyone, get excited and stay tuned. And I think that is all for our yearbook portfolio, as well as the RCSA Townhall event. And now we're open to any questions and any inquiries. Thank you.
Perfect. So if you have any questions, just put it in the chat. So put it in the chat while you're typing. I believe we have our interns to take over the session.
Yes, thank you so much, Kira. As you can see, all of our portfolios at the RCSA are very busy with lots of great initiatives planned for the year. So yes, as Kira mentioned, be sure to place your questions in the chat or raise your hand, and feel free to, if you want to voice your question personally, that's okay as well. And we also have some preset.
Okay, perfect. And the second, okay, well, sorry, I was losing track for the chats. For the second motion is that we are expanding the once treasurer position to a finance committee to really support the director of finance. So once again, can someone please move the motion? Please type your name in the chat. Thank you. And now can we have someone? Okay, I guess we have so many seconds in the motions already, and thank you very much. So if you agree with this motion, please type yes in the chat. And once again, if you have any objections, questions, please unmute yourself or raise your hand. Okay. Do we have objections or suggestions or concerns? I'll wait a few seconds. All right, Well, amazing. We have successfully passed the motion. So please let me know if you have any questions or concerns afterwards, after this meeting. We're always here to support and hear you out. And this officially concludes our town hall. And thank you everyone for all of your hard work and for attending this town hall today. And hope that you're having an amazing Saturday and Sunday and having an amazing reading week. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great end to your reading week, everyone.
Okay, perfect. Well.